Boswell on now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Come on now. 780. Gun.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
180.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey. He's coming to you. He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Great.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Strong left.
Here we go. Set. 180. Wake up.
On first down, Newton. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter.
Crash down. Crash.
Yeah, baby. Come on. Let's go. Check three. We're going to set. 188.
To throw on second down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for the Panthers. 45 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Out of the gun, Newton. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Set. 180.
Interception.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be knocked down sideways. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Boy, another example there of how you've just got to be fearless to go over the middle in this league.
No doubt about it. And if you want to be known as a Pro Bowl type of a receiver, if you want to get to the Hall of Fame, you're going to have to make a good number of catches in that area. And how about the hit he took from the linebacker? That's where you really make it, because a lot of times that hit is coming from behind you, from over the top by a safety. In this case, it may well come from underneath with the linebacker dropping out from the middle.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down.
Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. Martavis Bryant. He's at the 30. 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 97 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is? Is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
In motion left is Funchess.
I don't think you got it, son.
Wake up.
Motion.
From the 50, Newton. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Hey, turn it up.
180.
And the back goes into motion. Back to the air, Newton on second down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The tight end, Olsen, in motion. Newton throwing again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Mitchell. He's at the 50, the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And an alley to run. He will not. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Alert three.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. He's at the 40, past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check 24.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3 down.
Bryant, the man in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell a first down and then some. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Two tights.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Five down. Stand up in.
Roethlisberger dropping to a knee, and that ought to do it. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive.
They're the ones that like going to bat.